In this session, we talk about the concept of sphericity. Most of the particles are typically of irregular shape. So we need something to compare with to define the shape of a particle. And that's where the concept of sphericity came in. The uniqueness of the sphere is that it's totally symmetric, meaning that although it's a three-dimensional shape, we can describe it using only one number, its radius. For other particles, we need more information to define its shape clearly. Also, the sphere has the least surface area compared to unique volume among all regular and irregular shaped particles. That's why the sphere is taken as the point of reference to compare the shape of other particles. Now, the mathematical definition of sphericity is phi s equals, where s space is the surface area of a sphere having the same volume of the particle, where this SP is the surface area of the particle. So this is the basic definition of sphericity. Now, if we consider this Vp to be the volume of the particle and this Vsv and Vsph is the volume of the sphere, we have Vp equal Vsph, because by definition this is the surface area of a sphere having the same volume as the particle. Now if we take this and divide because Vsph and Vp are the same, you can divide by this number and we get this definition like this. Now for a sphere, this is pi squared and also V. So if I plug in these two numbers here, we get, for the sphere, this ratio becomes 6 over d of the sphere. Now if we plug in this, we get the definition of sphericity to be 6 over d of the sphere sp over v. Now here comes the definition of another term, what is called this equivalent diameter. Now equivalent diameter of a particle is defined as the diameter So equivalent diameter is defined as the diameter of a sphere having the same volume as the particle. So we have defined the equivalent diameter of the particle dp is equals to really dsph. So these all gives phi s equals 6 over dp sp over v. So this is the definition we use for determining the sphericity. Now few notes about the dp, which is called this equivalent diameter, also called nominal diameter. We have defined the equivalent diameter as the diameter of a sphere having the same volume as the particle. Now there are other ways to define this nominal diameter or equivalent diameter. A cube, the length of one side is taken as the equivalent diameter. Now this may be a little bit confusing. because there are two definitions here now. Equivalent diameter is the diameter of a sphere having the same volume as the particle. In that case, d will not be the equivalent diameter for the cube. However, as I said, the equivalent diameter can be defined in this way as well. Typically, we use the measure of sphericity to calculate other parameters. As long as you maintain the same definition of equivalent diameter, calculation of the other parameters will not become erroneous. So you have to be consistent with the definition you use. So for example, for particles obtained from screen analysis, the equivalent diameter is chosen based on the screen size. So in that case, again, we consider the screen size to define the equivalent diameter. You have seen two ways to define the equivalent diameter. However, the definition of sphericity remains the same. Whatever way you define the equivalent diameter, the sphericity is 6 over the equivalent diameter of the particle divided by the surface area to volume ratio. Just to mention that for a sphere, the sphericity is 1, and for any other particles, the sphericity is less than 1.